It has been my observation over the past 20 years of teaching voice that singers can be really tough on themselves. And I understand why. We want to sound our best, but honestly, I don't think we need to beat ourselves up in order to get the best out of our voice. In fact, I think we can learn to be kind to ourselves and still get the very best out of our singing voice.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Hey there, welcome to Voice Essentials, where everybody sings. My name is Dr. Dan, thanks for clicking on the video. A video that will hopefully encourage you in your vocal development by suggesting a few ways to be kind to yourself and your voice. Now, what we're about to talk through are not only my ideas about self-care for the developing singer, but a range of brainstorm thoughts that have come from the Voice Essentials community during a recent live hangout. If you're keen, you can check out that video using the link in the description section below. And our first self-care thought is all in the name. You need to be prepared to call yourself a singer. Almost everybody is born with the biology to sing. This means that anatomically, you are a singer. When we own our birthright to sing, it positions us on a foundation of confidence to be the singer we were born to be. Of course, when we own it, we also need to ground it. And Karen from the SingWise Vocals channel suggested during the live hangout that we need to learn to own and ground our technical development. And this in turn can help us to hold back those hurtful pieces of feedback from others because we have developed a sober judgment of where we're at technically. And speaking of judgment, I always encourage my students to replace judgment with critical thinking. Obviously, we can't learn if we're unwilling to reflect on past performance and correct that which needs attention. But this doesn't mean that we should beat ourselves up over every single bad note or forgotten lyric. Voice Essentials subscriber Tone suggested that we need to fight perfectionism with an attitude that embraces good enough orientation. Always remember, excellence is doing the best you have with what you've got. And how about learning to ask for help? In today's individualistic culture, we can find ourselves living as islands, but mankind was created to live in community with one another. Allowing trusted friends and teachers to instruct and guide our vocal development is fundamental to learning to sing. Now, if you're looking for a place to start, you might like to try my free 7 Days to a Better Voice singing program. It'll guide you through some of the foundational skills required for better singing. Now, certainly when developing our singing voice, we need to, as Gavin suggested during the live hangout, be more consistent with our vocal practice. We need to be careful here though, because we can run the risk of loading ourselves up with guilt if we don't meet our predetermined schedule of vocal practice. Now, when we do practice, Karen recommended writing a journal and keeping recordings for later reflection. These are great tools and can really encourage you because you can look back and listen to how far you've come. Sometimes after a student has been with me for a few months of lessons, I'll ask them to sing the very first song that we worked on together. Often their face lights up when they hear and feel the ease with which the song is now performed. Nabura made an excellent point when she reminded us not to expect ourselves to completely sound exactly like a studio recording of a song. This is important because when we size ourselves up against the latest version of a tune by our favourite artists, we're pitting ourselves against multi-million-dollar studios run by award-winning producers. Our smartphone recording simply can't compete. Bree offered another great thought, suggesting that it helps to look at singing as not necessarily something that you do to be good at it, but something that you do because it's good for you and makes you happy. And for many of us, that's all our singing needs to do. Yes, there are those singers who need to require more of themselves and their voice because they are lifting it to a professional standard. But for the rest of us, being kind to ourselves and our voice may be as simple as the simple reminder to sing because it makes you happy. The voice of the wider Voice Essentials community has spoken. If you can practice just some of the suggestions, then I know you'll go a long way towards being kinder to yourself and your voice. There is wisdom in the counsel of many. Thank you to Karen, Tone, Gavin, Nabura and Bree, not to mention the other people that participated in that live hangout discussion. You've all encouraged us so much here at Voice Essentials, and this is why I love this community of singers, just so encouraging. I hope to see you again all very soon. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.